Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerd Rant. I'm Dr. Summer, also known as Seth, and we're blasting off in our favorite rocket ship.
At the speed of light, again.
No.
Wait. We went two very different directions with that.
Because when I did the 3, 2, 1, I started doing it in the tune of Little Einsteins.
I mean, I guess so, but like Team Rocket.
Anyway, we have news. Some of our goats have been... Oh, what's your name real quick? I don't know if you said your name.
Oh, yeah, JJK Jr.
So some of our goats have been put through some drama. Our goat Dan TDM, Stampy, Jacksepticeye, and Markiplier. They're all fine though. They're on the good side. Anyway, we're talking about YouTube today.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's happened.
I gotta
in the YouTube
start
space.
off with like a big drama thing. Like you gotta really want to buckle up.
You gotta
ready.
hook them. Be
hook
like,
them.
guys.
Or was that
Something
too bad?
serious
Did we
has
get
happened.
hooked? Did we get hooked?
Did we
I might
hook?
have got hooked. I might have got pulled off the stage after that. Anyway.
Does that make us hookers?
Anyway.
Anyways, we're talking about YouTube today, guys.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
things are happening. What do we have today? So we have our YouTube blog post.
So
some
let's start
update.
off with some negative stuff and end with some positive stuff. So let's start with the drama and we'll end with some positive stuff going forward on YouTube that neither of us saw coming.
I don't think anybody saw it coming.
Well, no, because they have a bit. I haven't been paying too much attention, but in some of the comments on some posts, I saw that they've been making a lot of changes over the last year or two, and I can agree. I just haven't really put 2 and 2 together, but they have been making progress. So maybe in the blog post they were tweeting about it, because I haven't been subscribed, but at this point I might have to keep up on this a little bit to see what's going forward and when all these features are coming out. But
yeah,
if you want to hear about what those features are, stay tuned to the end of the episode. First, we got some drama that does include DanTDM, Jacksepticeye, and some big guys. First off with DanTDM, not drama, good stuff. He has a new channel. Did you see how many subs he's at and how many views that video has?
Yeah, it got a gold play button in a day. Like, less than a day, I think.
I think an hour?
Yeah,
probably
it was
after the
insane.
time he posted, I should say. Because technically it took, like, I think, because I saw the short, I think it took, like, 4 or 6 hours for his first sub. But then after he tweeted it, probably took, like, an hour or two. It is currently at 470,000 subscribers with 1.6 million views. Okay, JJ, here's your guess. What's the likes at? 1.26 million views.
300,000?
221. 19,000 comments, though. That is a good chunk. That's a lot of comments. Probably because people are excited. Anyway, let's talk about it real quick. It's called Dan and Trey. Did it make you feel nostalgic? It made me feel nostalgic.
It was pretty good. And I do want to note, it's not exactly the same as it was, right? He's going into this with, like, the new mods and stuff, making NPCs more NPC. So it's not exactly the same as it was, but it will be
the last time.
It will be
because the last time we had a lot of this stuff and the moving. It's not the old lab, it is the new lab, which he had,
the new lab,
which he had like 4 episodes, which were like this.
There's a new character, but all of the old characters are coming back.
What's the new character?
The robot receptionist, right?
No. That's what I mean. It's like it's not none of it's new. It's just been too long, and he only did it for such a short amount of time. The receptionist was there, the evil brother was there, or not the evil, Treoris's brother. Like, all of that was there.
Well, they're all characters, but I don't think they've all been correlated to the lab, have they?
Yeah. Yep. It's just been too long. Let's actually... Do you want to talk about what's next? I'm going to go on the DanTDM channel and I'm going to see the last time he uploaded on the lab.
No. You're going to make us feel so old. Don't do that.
It can't be that long ago, right?
Ay. Wait, does he have a playlist?
Maybe.
I don't know if he has a playlist.
Minecraft Legends. Remember that game?
Yep. Remember Shady Oaks?
I do remember that. I was talking to Sam about DanTDM today, and I'm like, remember his old grandpa phase with the glasses?
Hey,
Good old Shady Oaks.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go on videos. We're doing some
He has
research.
Minecraft mod showcases. Is it on that playlist?
Maybe?
See, what's the most recent one?
Hold up.
I don't
There
think
is
it's Redstone
something
handguns.
from a year ago.
Nope, that's still 10 years ago. This is an old playlist.
Friday Night Funkin'. That is not it.
Definitely not it.
Well, it was a Minecraft mod, so I wasn't sure. And it had Trailers. So I wasn't totally sure.
Crazy Craft.
Thank you for
Dude,
10
we're taking a
years.
nostalgic trip right now.
Oh my gosh, I know. Oh, remember Turbo Dismount? Happy Wheels? Oh,
His YouTube original show.
yep.
Minecraft Adventures.
That sounds right.
Nope, 2 videos.
Yeah.
No, that was like the
Or was that the animated one?
Yeah, the animated one.
When was
he
that
was going for?
Because that probably would have been close to when he stopped doing it. Because he
7
did
years
that
ago.
after. No. Please. It might be.
7 years ago.
It might be. With the very rare occasional. Because he did that after he did the mod. He made the new lab, and then he went to animated, but that took too long, so he stopped doing it. So it might be 7 years. So if you don't
That's
remember the
insane.
robot, it might be because it's been 7 years. Which sounds like a long time, but when you think about it, that's actually post 1.9. That's post combat. Like that's a really new era, but that's not. Anyway, Dintium's the GOAT. He's been doing it for a long time. How you doing?
Sigh.
Anyway, DanTDM. So what did DanTDM do? What's the drama going on, JJ?
So he kind of called out some other YouTubers. A couple, three different YouTubers specifically. In case you missed it over the past week, Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul all worked together to launch a Lunchables competitor.
What is it?
I don't know why they felt led to do this, but they did apparently. I guess, when you have a food company, the only thing to do is make more food.
I guess.
I guess.
So yeah, and then DanTDM responded. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who they're selling them to. Do better. And Mr. Beast, not Mr. Beast, he made claims about Lunchable itself, but not to DanTDM, but KSI and Logan Paul do not appreciate the comment at all. Let's see. Should have saved these probably. Logan Paul. Can you guess what Logan Paul said? By the way, did you see all the great community notes he's been getting?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't even know where. He just said
Dude,
something.
I didn't even realize how many YouTubers replied to Dan on this. This is crazy.
No, it's quite literally the entire, good internet versus these guys. Everyone's don't touch Dan. If you touch Dan, you mess with one, you mess with all of us. Jacksepticeye.
I'm scrolling.
agreed
I'm like,
with
these
him.
are names I haven't seen in a long time.
No.
Obviously, we have Squiddy, but we have, FGTV.
Yep.
What?
Yep, all
Why
of
is he
these
here?
guys saw. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. This is Logan Paul. I'll tell you what happened, YouTubers. We spend our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset. Then don't eat it. I do want to go into the actual health part a little bit because I saw a actual parent view on it, not me. It was on TikTok, and I want to go into that in a second. Then finally, good old KSI, which KSI I thought was the best of the three, because Mr. Beast has gone through a lot of drama this year. I don't really want to go into that because that gets political and some of it's really unsure. But this is not unsure. This is true. Have you been seeing the KSI stuff?
No.
So looks like crap to me. Then throws up his 2 Pyros. Remember we talked about U2s? This was the other thing I was thinking of. I have a 2 Pyro. That's the other hero
Yeah,
thing
I had
was
the
talking
Dan to
about.
DM one, yeah.
So he brings that up. But then the community strike, not only has KSI worked with them before with U2s, but then this is great. But he was talking about food, JJ. He was sponsored and promoted and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? By the way, JJ, have you seen this post?
I don't think so.
All right, I'm going to open up Discord real quick, and I'm going to send you the image. This is when he did the sponsor on a second channel. 9 years ago. KSI really, it wasn't even him. It was from someone from his community. Really went back 9 years. Which, by the way, it's a candy box, which is great. Because guess what kids and parents are going to buy for their kids? Candy and snacks. So here's a box to do it. Versus a Lunchable, which you do not need. And Lunchy is just like Lunchables, except the candy will always be Feastables, and the drink will always be Prime. So actually, there's more beverage in Lunchy. However, is there anything else real quick before I get into like some actual specifics, like the food stuff?
I don't know. Do we want to talk more about what the YouTubers themselves had to say?
Pretty much everyone, other than just defending Dan and fighting tooth and nail. Which I completely
Let's
agree
see,
with.
where was Squid's comment? He said, why not teach kids healthy eating habits? They're comparing their product to Lunchables, which in itself is highly processed crap. None of them are passionate about health towards fans, only their wallets.
I see it. Yeah. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Just the amount of people, like you said, FGTEV.
As somebody that eats healthy on the regular, I can't condone this as a meal for children.
No. So, specifically, some of the food stats is technically it's quote-unquote healthier, but the problem is they're not even realizing the actual health benefits. I know I've talked with JJ a few times, but I really like the not Mr. Beast, Matt Pat, the food theory on Prime Energy Drink and Sports Drink, two different things. And he was talking about electrolytes and how, yes, it technically does have more electrolytes, but electrolytes specifically that it has are not necessarily what you need. And they try to pride themselves with having more electrolytes than Lunchables. Here's my problem, and what the parents' problem has. Does your kid have a disease? Why are they sweating so much? Like, it's like Lunchables are made for quick and easy, especially for kids, because this is targeted for kids. The kid does not need that much electrolyte. Sure, if they're at gym, that's a different story. But generally, the kid is not going to need that much electrolytes. It has less calories.
Like, the only time I've really actually eaten a Lunchable is like, I need to pick something up to eat because I have like a drive or something ahead of me. It's like I'm not going to be taking a Lunchable to gym class and then running 3 miles.
Yeah,
you know?
I eat Lunchables at work a lot, but it's just quick and easy, and I keep working like I'm at my desk or something.
So intaking those electrolytes while not exerting that energy is not really a healthy balance.
No. And then it has less calories. The problem is, and the mother's idea of it is, she wants more calories because it needs to be small but filling. And having less calories is not going to do that. Same with the sugar. The sugar is so little. She even joked, the sugar I'm worried about is how many popsicles they're going to ask when they get home. Again, for lunch, like a school lunch, which is what this is not advertised as, but clearly marketed for. No. It's just, there's so many things. And then, have you seen the website? They talk about their competitors versus them, right? You see a left by right comparison. And do you know what they're calling it? It's like, we're better, we're bright, and we're not mid. They do not talk about health. They advertise Lunchables as being mid. And what the mother said, and I totally agree with, and which is like a really big problem with this all, is the marketing towards kids. Now, if a kid comes with a Lunchable to school, they're going to get made fun of because now they're mid. Because Mr. Beast KSI made a better product. If you don't come with a Lunchy, you're not the cool kid. Which is like, we already, especially in America, we already have so much food problems with food disorders and stuff, do we really need them? If you like a Lunchable, now you're mid for it?
I remember thinking as a kid, dang, this kid has a Lunchable? Man, he's cool.
Yeah, but now I guess you're just mid. You're a loser. How dare you have the sub Lunchable or something? Like,
it's like
seriously?
we're introducing like a tier system to school lunchrooms now. Like, yes, I get it that kids already kind of have that going on, but we don't need to
add an extra layer to it.
Yeah, add things for them to use against each other. Like, why?
So, and it's the idea of like I understand Logan's Paul point of building a business. Like, they did build themselves up. However, I don't know about KSI. Mr. Beast has gone through a lot of drama. And then good old Logan Paul, I still do not think has paid for his crypto scam yet. So how about instead of you spending money on business ideas, how about you give your viewers back their money? Do you know this? Because I know everyone knows about it from the forest. Do you remember the crypto scam?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's been paid back. And I've seen a few people say that, so I don't think so. But it's just everyone is agreeing that it's just kind of bad. And I get the idea behind quote-unquote being healthy. But again, Prime is not that type of healthy. That's not what Lunchables needs to be. And then I also saw that the Feastable changed recipe to almost be identical to like the name brand. It's quote-unquote healthy 3-ingredient, low-calorie chocolate is just normal Hershey's now. Like, it really
Production
sucks.
must have gotten too expensive.
Yep, probably. And it really sucks. But Dan, the GOAT, the father of YouTube, spoke out about it, and it's kind of irritating because, like I said, I don't want to get too political and stuff, but Mr. Beast has done a lot, and it's just he's had such a rocky last few months. To him, just double down on this and just not seeing what people are saying, but also teaming up with Logan Paul, which is just, again, not a great person, and I can pretty sure collectively YouTube doesn't like him. I know he went into wrestling and some people have liked him there, but in the YouTube space, not great. So why? So it's kind of annoying seeing that, but it's really refreshing to see pretty much all of the internet. Like, I've seen big people like Squid, Thanks Sia, like, you know, his close friends, but I've seen some random people that I don't know or follow also reposting it, and I'm only seeing it because they reposted Dan TDM thing, and everyone's backing him up.
It's worth noting, a lot of these people are parents. Like, a lot of the people against this are parents. Like, Dan is a parent, Squid is a parent, FGTV, like, a lot of these people have kids, and this product is targeted towards kids. So, as a parent trying to look out for their kid, you have to convince the parents before you convince the child. Because if the parent doesn't do it, the child just has to deal.
And that's what
instead of trying to market this product to kids, you need to market it to the adults, the people who are actually going to end up buying it for their kid. And they have completely missed the mark there because they have done exactly the opposite.
That's the problem with like the website. It's like, what parent is going to look at this and be like, I don't want my kid's food to be mid. I'm going to buy Lunchy. No, it is marketed for kids, but kids are not going to be buying this type of product. Now, and then it's annoying because KSI is bringing up toys. Toys are made for kids. Food is not made for kids. Food is made for everyone. And it's also like, it's just a space that does not need to be battled against. Toys are not a space to be battled against. Like, everyone is making a toy, like, it's all the YouTuber toys, right? Do we really need to go against Gatorade, Lunchable, Hershey? Is that a space that like needs to be filled? I feel like there's so many better options if you want to go into the food market that do need to be battled. I don't remember Gatorade being in hot turmoil lately. Do you not like Gatorade now? Like,
it's kind of a situation where if you want to step in, you know, go ahead. Nobody's stopping you, but do something good with it. Like, don't put out your own product that's just as bad, if not worse. Like, do something good with it. Make an actual healthy product, or make it something that will actually benefit the person buying it, rather than just like here's an alternative that's slightly different and branded. Like,
that's all this is. It's
dumb.
just quote unquote healthier Lunchables with just their brand. Like, I don't see anything special about these meals too. It's the same chicken. It's the same chicken nuggets, probably
crackers
pizza,
and cheese,
crackers and cheese,
nachos, pizza.
It's the same
like,
thing.
All the
it's
same
just
things.
Feast
Lunchable
and
with.
Prime. There is nothing special. How about you make some unique stuff? I get that's hard, but why don't you do ants on a log? Like, there's stuff you can do to make it if you want a healthy Lunchable. Do some extra and add some extra candy in there or something. Like, you can do stuff. Don't just compete like Hershey, right? I say Gatorade. I get Hershey might not be the best chocolate, but it's all I can think of is really Hershey for like actual milk chocolate bars, because I don't think Mars really just has a generic one, or the expensive like fancy kind that's like wrapped. And do we, and at least
Ghirardelli.
I do need to specify in America, Hershey's is very much near me and JJ and in America versus other countries. I do not think they have different types of candy. But it's like, it's just confusing. Why? And why go against Dan too? Why are they all so aggressive against this? Because that's the other thing that I've seen is the fact that like, he's not even really like super negatively talking about it. Like, they're taking it so aggressively, and it's just like, I just don't think it should be marketed as kids. And guess what? That's just a fact. Like, there's laws around that. Like, it's not even like I don't know. And I do agree. And I think the mom said it, and it's kind of like what you said. These people are parents. KSI, Mr. Beast, and Logan Paul are not. They don't know what it's like, so they are taking advantage of the kids. But yeah, no, this is definitely not something I was expecting to happen over the last few days.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Lunchy. I was like, this is kind of stupid, and I didn't care. And then I saw Dan's tweet, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really like the fact, because I don't like Prime, because I don't like Logan Paul, like, he's just not a great person. But then just Mr. Beast having to, like, combine. But then, like I said, with Gatorade and Hershey's, this really something that we need to do. But then just them all attacking him, I'm just like, what did Dan do? I've seen people saying, how did Dan survive the cancel culture? It's like, I don't know. Not be bad.
Yeah.
Be a good father.
Did you see Dan TDM is technically trending on Twitter?
Oh, hold up. Trending? Let's go.
Yeah, 100,000 tweets in the next hour.
Let's go, Dan. Oh, we love that.
It's great.
Of course. Who wouldn't support him? If you don't, you're part of the problem. Any other big thing? We talked about Dan and Trey. We talked about the whole big drama that happened. Oh, real quick, did you see that creator awards are lessening? Size-wise.
Are they really?
And can you guess why? Because there's not a specific reason, but it's a highly educated guess on why their rewards have shrunken down. Shorts. The amount of short channels that have grown rapidly that either came from TikTok and instantly blew up on, like, I know so many people, not specifically, but I can almost guarantee that started on TikTok, grew like 200,000-300,000, came over to YouTube, and in like a month got 100,000. There you go. Now that creator also needs a play button. And it's just happening so much more, and it really stinks. It doesn't seem like the 10 million, it's just the 100K and 1 mil plaque. Same plaque, just slightly smaller. I think it's down 15-20% in size, which sucks, but I do understand, because it is a free reward, and as the space grows, you're just going to have to hand them out more and more. But it just kind of sucks. And shorts is definitely a problem. I don't know about you, but I have YouTube and TikTok. And YouTube is my long form, and TikTok is my short form. But it's kind of annoying that when I'm scrolling through the For You page, every 3 videos, it's one of those little sections where it's 4 different shorts through together.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that if it was one thing. But if we look right down at the bottom of my app here, there's a nice little shorts tab. So why are all the shorts on the home screen where there's a whole
This is
shorts
actually
tab.
something Matt Pat has mentioned to YouTube because he, for anyone who doesn't know, he does consulting for YouTube a lot. Like, they'll ask him, like, what do you think of these things? And try and get advice from not only the creator's perspective, but the audience perspective as well. And he had originally, before Shorts even came out, tried to tell them, listen, if you do this, it is going to kill your algorithm. Like, it's going to kill watch time and all these things that you've built up. You need to either launch it as a separate app or a separate section within your app, because otherwise these things are going to be warring with each other and your platform is going to go downhill because neither thing can truly succeed when you're merging them together.
Yeah. I will say, since this like big change happened, I found it significantly harder to navigate YouTube on the app. It's like I try to go to trending because I see something's on trending, and it took me every time I go in, I have to relearn it because I would think it used to be down at the bottom with like subscriptions, but now you have to go in and it's the top. It's like, so right now it's new to you gaming, and then there's a little thing explore button on the left, and then you can choose shopping, music, and the top trending, and that just kind of feels like a bit extra. Like, I don't use my subscription much because I need to go through and turn a lot of these people off because I just don't look at the subscribe thing. I just like to like scroll through my For You page. And here's another thing that I wish they could do. Some more customization. If I had an option, imagine you just swap those two out. Throw trending and place a subscription on the app. Like, have a free button. Just an idea. Just an idea. But, yeah. Anything else, or do you want to get into all these new things? Or is there anything else negative or somewhat controversial or some kind of drama that's been happening?
I just want to read this tweet. This is just another person defending Dan TDM, but this is so funny. He said, just want to point this out. Dan TDM, 32, married, 2 kids, little to no controversies, good role model, and cares about kids. KSI, 31, is business partners with Logan Paul, who's known for manipulating his audience, sells things to kids, throws tantrums on Twitter when called out. Who do you stand behind?
Oh, and showed an unalive body. Still don't know how you thought that was okay, Logan.
Yeah. That's just funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, we can probably hop on to
some positive
our new, our new YouTube growth.
This is really positive. I don't know what you think, but we're gonna. I haven't looked through it too much.
Apart from the very first thing, all of it seems like really good changes and things people have been asking for. So I am very excited to see how this goes.
So there was this guy, Mao's Twitter handle is MWS. And he was actually invited. He even took a picture because I forgot the whole. I don't know all the stuff. It's more legal stuff. The ex-creator of YouTube, but I forgot that she like stepped away because I saw it. It's like, oh yeah, it's a new guy. It's not that girl anymore. But yeah, so he went through and he was tweeting it out, and there's a lot of stuff. So I have it pulled up here, but I figured maybe we can just go down the website and just talk about each feature one by one. Or do I want me to read the tweets because they're going to be a little shorter?
I mean, the website's going to be more in-depth and descriptive.
True.
We have half an hour,
That's true. All right, so let's start with the top. So which one are you at? I'm at the full... future
full blog
full
post
of opportunities made on YouTube. Is that the full one?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the full one.
So lots of growth. Let's start... What is
we have Dream
Screen?
So that's our first point here, and this one is the one that I'm a little about, but society's moving toward AI, so obviously YouTube is going to want to start implementing AI a little bit more. So they're implementing a feature called Dream Screen, and essentially it's a generative photo and video AI that you can use for videos. They mentioned here that it's mostly for things like short backgrounds or things for shorts that you just need over the screen while audio's playing. We all know those ones that we scroll behind. It's just like Minecraft gameplay or something. This will give people something to overlay without having to, import something else from somewhere else.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Do you know Ray William Johnson?
Yeah.
It's like that. That's what it reminds me of. It's going to be like he can throw in random clips. So it's like the mother doing this, person screaming. And he speaks over it, and he throws these at the bottom screen, he's on the top screen, something like that. That's kind of what this reminds me of, which I can definitely understand both sides. I think that's good. but I can also understand, especially with this type of thing, the whole controversy with art and like rights and stuff like that. But like you said, it really isn't something that we're just going to be able to collectively say no to. I understand. It's like, don't use this, you're going to like feed the algorithm. We're at the point that unless you can tell all, I don't know, at least in America, probably 150, that's about half the population that are probably going to ever encounter it. All 150 million to never use YouTube or Google and fill these algorithms, it's not going to happen. So we might as well try to use it. And again, like what I want to do as a teacher, teach people how to use it properly, and we can use it properly. So if we almost train the algorithm in a healthy way.
Now, it is good that they are clearly labeling everything that uses this tool that it was generated with AI, which is very good to see. You know, it's good that they're not trying to make it seem like some random creator is, you know, the dream artist of the world. You know? They're clearly disclosing that all the stuff that is generated is AI. But they also did mention that any clips that you generate will be limited to 6 seconds. So we won't see full reels or anything using this technology, at least as of yet. I don't know if it's because of their technology limitations or if it's just because it's not what it's meant for.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like a trial thing. Like at first it's going to be 6 seconds, and then when they get more data, because like hundreds of millions of videos are going to come out, they can expand it to make it more healthy because they'll have data to change the AI in a healthy way. Maybe.
Yeah. But it'll be definitely cool to see how people use this. I don't think I'll ever probably end up using it, but it will also apparently be a tool for thumbnails as well.
Okay.
So that'll be a little interesting. They have, in this same vein of AI stuff, inspiration tools.
Yes.
Which is AI-powered tools to help creators with their, you know, YouTube studio endeavors. But it said it'll be helping with things like titles, thumbnails, outlines, descriptions, all these different things, video ideas.
I really like that idea, the video idea. Again, as a teacher, I want to teach my kids how to use AI properly, and like I'm working on one of my novels and I just use ChatGPT. I didn't write a story. I'm not going to have it write chapter 1, but it is a really good method to really help you break up and design certain elements. Like I'm like, hey, I want to add this plot twist in, and I completely added it in and made it secretive because it's a plot twist. So AI in that kind of sense of brainstorming is a really cool and good feature. So I really like this.
One thing I am slightly worried about, though, is with things like AI-generated thumbnails and descriptions, I feel like YouTube is going to be a lot more polished, which in some sense is good, but in the other sense, it's not, because think about how YouTube got popular. It's those random videos,
I went to
like
a zoo.
Even that thumbnail is just a guy standing at a zoo, and the lighting is terrible because I'm pretty sure he's in England.
And I think
it has character in the imperfections, and so when you use AI to generate whatever it may be for your video, it's going to lose that kind of human imperfection, and so it's going to look a lot more like a business organization when you open up your homepage.
Like, for example, my channel, right? We can look at my very first videos, and then now. At first, it was a lot of just screenshots from the video, and then I took PNGs that I couldn't actually remove the background. I just tilted it slightly. I threw some text that wasn't even clear. Like, it was bad, and you can see it slowly getting up with better PNGs, like better like details, some stuff there, face cam. And with this you're gonna see a brand new channel, and it's gonna start with like professional quote unquote stuff. And you're not really going to see the growth. Like, again, not like, because Mr. Beast has done good things, and with his growth, there's a lot of times that he's talked about it, where it's like every time he's done a video, he tries to do what he can do better. And that's going to be a lot harder to do when what do I do better versus what do I just tell the AI, hey, this video didn't do well enough. Make another one like it, but make it more funny or serious. There is no personal growth.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how it goes. Like I said, it really is just one of those situations where it's not necessarily that the tool is bad. It's just that people are going
to... I mean, there's also the other aspect of, like sites like Fiverr and stuff, a lot of creators on there are, graphic designers or video editors or stuff like that. And if they are releasing AI tools to do all of this natively for you, it's going to kill those people on those sites.
Yeah.
It's going to kill those freelancers, those people who make thumbnails for those small YouTubers.
No.
They're not going to get as much business anymore, so they're going to have to go find something else or somewhere else to use their abilities, meaning it's pretty much killing an industry already. Like, AI, people don't think it's quite to that point yet, but it's already taking jobs, whether or not it's on a big scale or small scale. It's killing people's jobs.
Yeah. And you didn't see any dates on anything, right? Like when we're getting this stuff?
No, okay. Nothing yet.
So yeah, we're not sure what it is, but this was announced quite literally today. Which, by the way, we're recording this ahead of time. It is Wednesday. Recording it today.
Yeah.
So if any news or everything drops tomorrow, are bad. Wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, next up, I think this is probably one of the best things. I think this is where we really get to some of the really cool growth stuff.
So we have YouTube communities now, which this is really,
I was confused
really
at
good
first,
to see. So
because we already have communities.
We have a community tab.
So that's why I was confused. And then I saw some people talk about it. We'll get into specifics, but I saw somebody compare it to, think of it like Discord. You're going to have your own little Discord server in your YouTube channel.
I would say more like Reddit.
Maybe Reddit.
I think it's going to be more like a Reddit page.
But either way, it's going to be like one of those little things, like a little server, but in your YouTube channel. So, let's see. Let's start off. The first thing let's talk about, more than just comments, communities. This is the first little thing. Your very own corner of the internet. Right on creators' channels, we will be a central hub to discuss videos, share fan art, connect with like-minded individuals, and build a vibrant sense of belonging. Communities are available now on a handful of channels, and we plan to test it more of you this year before we expand across the channels early 2025. You can learn more about it here. Yeah.
So that's really exciting to see. I think that is going to be one of how do I say what I'm thinking? One of the most drawing things to YouTube as a platform. Because I think, and I'll probably mention this later as well, but I think the whole goal of everything in this blog post is to try and turn YouTube into a platform and kind of a hub for content rather than just the place to watch the videos.
They're trying to make it the content place instead of a content place because streaming is there, and I don't know if it's here, but I did see, actually I think it's next, but there's something kind of like the bits or something like that from Twitch that are coming over to YouTube as well, and this community tab kind of reminds me, you can't do a lot of stuff, but they do have a live chat in the Twitch page, which you can talk about without a stream. Like, you can talk outside a stream. And that's kind of what this reminds me of. It's going to be like a live place, like a big thing. And it's going to be really cool to see bigger fan art and stuff like that. Because I know we have a podcast. It's not exactly massive, and we both have YouTube channels. Mine's a little bit larger, and we both have Discord servers, right? One for the podcast, one for my channel. This is going to really help those smaller creators, because trying to build your Discord when it's very small like this is a lot harder. If we can have a community page where it's a little bit more mainstream on the place that I'm uploading, that's going to be really nice. Because for the podcast, it makes more sense, right? Because we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all this place. YouTube, it's just my YouTube. I'm not a lot of places, so I still have one. I'm going to keep using it for links and other stuff. But this is going to really help those smaller creators build that. And then when it gets to the point where there's too much stuff going on, you really need to organize, then you go to Discord for free. This is going to be a really nice starting out tool to really help newer channels.
Exactly. Anyways, next part of this section, we have the hype. So this is what I had a conversation with my brother about this like earlier today, and this I am really excited for. This essentially what this is you'll be able to like hype up videos. I don't know if this is like a paid thing or if you can just like.
I did see
like,
somebody
I don't know
say,
how,
well, YouTube's going to be pay to win, but I'm not sure if that's a guess or that is confirmed.
I don't think so, because what this says to me is this is a separate way of boosting a video that is without their algorithm. So if you were, like, if a video was to get thousands and thousands of hype, that's not going to affect its performance in the algorithm whatsoever, but it will show up on the pages relating to hype. So, like, there'll be a hype leaderboard, this says, and you'll be able to go on that and scroll, like, which video has the most hype this week, this month, those kinds of things. And that is completely separate from its algorithm performance. So you will still, pop up on home pages the same amount. You'll still, show up in recommended, the right-hand, bar on the side of a video. That is all separate from this hype. This is simply a way for people to show that they think this video is worth watching and share that in this way rather than the algorithm deeming it worthy.
And if you go into the specific, it is going to be any new video within 7 days from a creator under 500,000, which is still a lot. I would prefer 100,000, like you don't have a play button, because 500,000 in the grand scheme of things is kind of small because, and like I said with the play buttons, think about how many random people that you don't even know that have like 20 million. I remember when 20 million was a big deal, and it just feels like, oh, this random guy I've never seen before is 49 million. I remember when PewDiePie hit that for the first time because that was crazy, and now this random guy has it. So I wish it would be a little lower for the play button idea, but 500,000 is still great. You can hype it up, and it'll be the top 100 hype videos from this week. So I don't know if that's a set time for you or every Sunday 2 p.m. EST or some standard time, it resets for everyone.
Yeah, and I will say on the picture they have on their blog post here, it says give points to your favorite videos. So it's very plausible that you'll have a specific number of points every month or week or whatever, and you'll be able to give a certain amount to a video. But once you run out, you're out.
So yeah, either it could be paid or it's free, or maybe you can watch ads. I kind of feel stupid, but
bro, imagine
that sounds stupid, but
it's like a mobile game.
Yeah,
they're turning YouTube into a mobile game. Boost your video by watching an ad. YouTuber's life, but real.
Yeah, but I hope it's. I'd rather that than just be YouTube Premium, and you get points for YouTube Premium or something. Because it should be some kind of free. But we'll see. Like I said, though, I do think this is going to be really good, and it's going to be exciting to see how it goes. Right now, it looks like they're testing it already in Brazil, Turkey, and Taiwan. Very small. I think it's 50,000 people, and it's going to obviously grow, but they've already been testing it. And it looks like they've been testing a lot of these things already. So that way, when you start seeing these on your types of channel, like your big channels that you follow, it'll be a little bit more polished, which probably makes sense what they're doing on some smaller ones, because imagine you throw it on PewDiePie's and how massive and how much traffic they're going to get on that one channel. This probably helps with learning traffic per channel type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, auto dubbing.
This is a very good change, obviously. I think this is what AI should be used for. Let it be known, this is the kind of stuff that we really need to see implemented rather than, generative features and stuff, because this allows accessibility to creators that they have not had before, because population in certain countries is a lot less than other countries, and so if I'm a creator in that country and there's not that many people there, well, how am I going to reach people? Not many people care much for subtitles if it's still in a different language, so having this kind of auto-dubbing, this is going to really change the reach that a lot of people are going to have.
However, I am kind of worried because, yes, we have subtitles. Dubbing is a very big industry too. So, depending on how good it is it going to specify boy to girl, older, younger? Is it going to really make it sound unique to that person? Or is it going to be a generic English voice like Siri or something? because I don't want it to be super robotic. But like I said, the industry...
I'm guessing it's just going to be a case of you can choose male or female, and then, as it says here, you'll be able to use the expressive speech feature, which reads like the surroundings, your facial expression and tone in the video, and it will try and match the generated voice to that, not necessarily being your voice, but match your cadence in talking and the tone of your voice. So it'll probably be a similar case to like how you can choose different voices from Siri or Google or Amazon or whatever the heck your AI assistant is these days. You can choose their different voices, and this will simply allow it to change its tone and cadence based on your facial expression and what's happening in the video.
We'll have to wait and see. With this one, like you said, this is the type of thing that I definitely can see a lot more progress, because especially in a platform like this, having that more, not just sense of community like the community tab, but being able to reach other people. Like, we look at, again, Mr. Beast, because he's just done it all. Look at how massive he grew because he dubbed it in all these different languages, and how massive some of those channels do. He would have never reached some of these straight up like languages. Like, sure, maybe Spanish, but I do not think that many Chinese people or Japanese people are probably going to be seeing it. But since he got the voice of Naruto to dub it, which obviously most people are not going to get Naruto to dub their video, but that really helped grow his channel, his main channel as well, to allow him to do other stuff. Again, merch, right? Like, if you can get that merch drop out there in another language, that's going to help yours specifically.
And the other side of this is, and we technically kind of said this earlier, is in certain countries, certain trends, are known throughout the country. But if you go outside of that country, nobody's going to know what you're talking about. So, like, what's a good American trend that I can reference here? I'm trying to think.
Tide Pod? What's Tide Pod challenge?
I'm not toxic American. Skibbity toilet. There we go. If I say skibbity toilet, you're likely going to know what the heck I'm saying in America. But if we go to, like, I don't know, Japan, or, I don't know, I'm terrible at geography, another country, Russia. Sure.
Russia.
If we go to another country,
America,
they're
Japan,
probably not
Russia.
going to know what the heck skibbity toilet is.
Good chance the Russians are not going to know what skibbity toilet is.
So, auto-dubbing will allow those trends to surpass just the, the country of origin.
Thank you, YouTube. Russia can meet the all Giadius Sigma toilet. Thank you, YouTube.
So we'll all, as a unified world, be able to roll our eyes at the brain-rotted children that know what skibbity toilet is.
We're gonna have to clip that. That's gonna be a great clip. Anyway, thank you, JJ. Thank you. That's not what I was thinking about that. That's not what I was thinking. Anyway, plus the community tabs rehaul. So this is what I talked about.
Comment tab rehaul.
Comment. I don't like last one, so. Plus a comment tab rehaul. We're transforming the comment tab in the YouTube Studio app into community, a hub for deeper fan engagement. Responding to a lot of comments can be overwhelming, so we've added AI-enhanced replies, suggestions tailored to your style, giving you helpful starting point that you can customize to craft your response. Look out for this feature and more time-saving tools like a community spotlight and audience metrics soon.
So in other words, AI is going to look at how you write, the cadence in which you write, and what you might say, and give you predictive recommendations on what to say to other people, which you could or could not edit, whether you choose to or not.
So again, a lot of these are cool, but it really is, I don't want to say scary, it just shows just how implemented AI is and can be already. So
it adds a whole nother level to like the whole how do I know if it's AI or person? Because if AI is already able to write stuff indistinguishable from a human and copy how a human would write, like a specific person, that's kind of scary. And now on YouTube, looking through comments, I'm not gonna know which one was AI and which one was a person.
So there could be a little sparkly that shows it was enhanced with AI. But I will say, from what I've seen in the general consensus, not just this, it's not quite there yet to really be able to distinguish. There's some things, but what I'm assuming is maybe it's like, I say hello, you say yo, or what's up, something like that. It's going to take that, and when it starts a comment, it's like, what's up, that type of thing. I'm assuming that that's the type of tone it's going to get, versus it's directly what you're going to say. It's just going to change some, like, slang or terminology that you might use to enhance it to sound like you. That's what I'm assuming, based on what I know AI's like. I'm not saying AI is not farther, but just from what I've seen, that's what I'm assuming it's going to take it as, more so than just straight up what you would say.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a questionable addition. That's another one of those, like, weird AI things that we didn't really need, but I'm kind of cool to have.
Yeah, for us, like, our channels, we are not there. We're not getting 50,000 comments in a day. But if you are getting 50,000 comments in a day, it could be nice to have maybe not the writing thing, but like the spotlight and stuff. And like it said, there's more time-saving features. So I'm excited to see what that is, because even as a small creator like me, it could be nice just to get used to that type of stuff. Really just mainstream the process.
So might as well hop on to our last real big topic here. This is in the section that's more about building a business and earning money off of YouTube. And they mentioned that they're introducing gifts, which are powered by jewels, which, if the name didn't give itself away, it's like bits on Twitch.
This is what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, with bits on Twitch, in case you're not really a Twitch user, it's essentially a currency that you can buy, and you can donate bits to a streamer, which I believe they can redeem for real money, or just keep the bits and re-gift them, or you can use those bits to interact with the stream in a way.
Like Robux.
Like, I've seen ones...
Am I wrong?
Sigh. I've seen ones where you can, like, play noises or put stickers on the screen that everybody sees.
It's just like the channel points, which are like the free version. You can do a lot of different things with the bits. And they choose.
Exactly. And so gifts/jewels are going to be the same thing. You can buy jewels and gift jewels, or use those jewels to give gifts, which the kind of picture they have here kind of looks like, stickers and emoticons and stuff that'll appear.
I'm worried, because based on that image, the idea is there if it's like bits. But I'm worried if it's going to be like TikTok, where it's going to be like the roses or like the planets, because they do not feel nearly as good. Because like I looked, I can buy 25, like I can buy like 100 points for like 30 cents. So it's very cheap, and I can just spam it. And I see, obviously, a lot of these are jokes, so it's like, come on, streamer, why don't you react to my rose? And they send like 15 different things, and they don't react to it. Whereas on Twitch, bits are a big thing, like something happens or gifted a lot more, even the bigger ones, unless you're getting like thousands a second. I'm worried if it's going to be like smaller things like that, where you can, like, everyone can send something really cheap, and it's going to be like small, like shorts or like TikTok. I'm a little worried, but if it's going to be more like bits, I'm excited to see how that goes, and it just gives another option to stream on YouTube. Because I've seen a lot of people... Yeah. We could mention this quickly. I don't know about you. I've seen a lot of people have been going dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Which I think is actually...
It's not recommended to dual stream. Like, small creators, yes, it's good to build an audience, but if you're a streamer that has an audience, dual streaming is a bad idea, because that takes away any chance. Like, if I have... 500 people on Twitch and 500 people on YouTube, and I need 1,000 people to be monetized on Twitch, then dual streaming is not good for me. If I direct everybody to Twitch and build my audience solely on Twitch, then I could get to that 1,000 faster and monetize and actually really start earning some money.
Well,
so dual streaming is not the best idea, but if you're a small streamer that is starting to build an audience, it's not a terrible plan.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand. It sounds like it should be the complete opposite. If you're a small creator, you want to get to that milestone, and then when you start getting larger and you're monetized, then you can split.
Well, no, because the way monetary works on streaming is like the bigger your audience, the more money you're going to make. Not in terms of people, but in terms of the amount of consistent viewership on a stream. So if I have, 1,000 people on Twitch, it's going to make me, say, $50 just for the sake of this. And then if I have 500 people on YouTube, 500 people on Twitch, I might make $10 on Twitch, $10 on YouTube, which is still altogether less than if I were to just have them all on one platform.
I guess. However, from what I've seen, especially today with this, they also said our YouTube partner program pays out more than other creator monetization platforms. We paid over $70 billion in the last 3 years. So,
but how much of that is the top 2%?
Obviously. But I do feel like with a lot of the ways of ability to, specifically for live streaming, Twitch is probably better, but if you want that community, I still feel like YouTube's better. And we've
it is
done
worth mentioning the GIFs thing that they're launching here is only on vertical streaming.
Oh,
for now.
is it?
It says,
yes, we'll first launch on vertical streaming in
vertical
US.
live streams in the US, which is not kind of where we need it. Like this is something that we would want on things like gaming streams or landscape streams, things that are full picture and things people will sit down and watch and want to interact.
I mean,
with.
you say that though, but this is big. Like I've seen a lot on both TikTok and YouTube of gaming, like Fortnite. Like it's like VTubers or something, and they'll be at the bottom.
Yes, but they have to have the capability to stream both then. Because if I'm going to stream gameplay, I'm not going to just stream it to vertical, because that's not the way I plan on, building an audience. People can easily scroll past that, and that's not something that's very helpful to me as a creator.
Like for
it
you
is
specifically,
so if
but
you're
it is
able
a
to
massive
dual stream.
It is a massive
If you're able to dual and do landscape on my channel and also pop up on, people's shorts
but it's not.
and
It's not
scrolling
landscape.
live streams.
It's not portrait. It's only landscape. It's only vertical.
What?
Like these people are only doing vertical.
That's portrait. Portrait is vertical.
Yeah, they're only doing vertical. And they're massive.
Yes, but I'm saying the people who would need this kind of thing would be the landscape streamers as opposed to the vertical. Because vertical people are already getting traction, and especially because YouTube is putting so much effort and emphasis on vertical right now, they are not having a problem growing as much as the people who are coming from Twitch. Like people who don't like how Twitch has handled the past few years and are coming to YouTube. It is very difficult to stream on YouTube, especially if you're like a gaming streamer, because YouTube just does not have the same tools that Twitch does, and it is not as nice of an experience as a viewer to interact with a stream.
It's not as
like
nice,
Twitch did.
But I do think this is good because right now we can take Twitch people because we do have like super chats and all this stuff. Like there's options where shorts content doesn't have that. So this would take TikTok TikTok live streamers. We already have a way. Is it the most optimal way? And yes, do I want it on normal streams? Yes. But I think this is, and again, it is at first, right? It will come to both. I think this is just getting that community because they are definitely pushing towards that. Because let's be honest, whether we like it or not, that's probably where they're getting most of their views. So giving that option first to them, which then would take the TikTok people and then give it to the bigger ones. Because I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't be surprised, not monetary-wise, but straight viewership, I wouldn't be surprised if TikTok got more viewers than, like, spread out versus Twitch. So, we'll have to wait and see.
But yeah, I'm just hoping it eventually comes to landscape, because that would really mean that it is now a actual competitor to Twitch rather than just being an alternative.
Yeah. And then there's some shop stuff, which it's going to be nice. Like I said, like building your community, it's going to be nice to have that all there. So instead of having to build another website and a Discord, I can have a small little tab. I can have my shirt drop or something like for merch. I can have that all right there. And I think that could be really nice.
Mm-hmm. And then they also mentioned that, where was it? Here it was. The number of creators making a majority of their YouTube revenue on TV screens is up more than 30% year over year. And so because of that, they are trying to upgrade the experience for people watching on a big screen using like a controller or a remote.
That could be really nice having like because I definitely do think of all the experiences, mobile, I definitely think the console is the worst / TV. TV even worse because the remote.
People will be able to organize playlists now in the form of seasons and episodes. So say I have like, what's a good example
Not
here?
even you, like Matt and Jen's, like the ultra modded survival type thing.
Yeah, or things like, say I'm playing through a video game series, then I can sort each game by a season, and then each
Call of Duty, right?
By,
like I have all these different
episode.
Call of Duties. I can have a Black Ops 6 playlist, Modern Warfare 3 playlist, Cold War.
Exactly. So then I could jump onto the series listed on my channel of Call of Duty and then sort it by game, find the game I want, find the episode of my playthrough.
So obviously it's for TV. If this could take advantage in that sense on normal browser and stuff too, that could be really nice for some of these bigger people that try to do smaller series. Like I'm thinking like anime or something, like, you know, some people do like the I'm just remember this one, it's like Family Feud, like those types of fun stuff, like Smosh or podcast channels that like do podcasts on the side. That could be really nice for them.
Yeah. Anyways, we're about out of time then.
So we had some drama. We had some news. Let's end it with, do you think this is all going, and do you think YouTube will be healthy by the end of the year? Because you are wrapping up on the end of the year as well. So with all the drama, do you think that outweighed some of the stuff that also happened, or do you think YouTube's moving in a right direction?
I think YouTubers are moving in the wrong direction, but YouTube themselves is moving in the good direction. I think that's a
great way to look at it. Absolutely. And, yeah. Anyway, speaking of community and all this stuff, join our community. Join our Discord at Nerd Rant Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. There's a link tree. You can access the Discord there. Talk about it. What do you think of these YouTube changes? And we'll let you know when they go live too. Again, I know JJ isn't super into YouTube. I've been trying to push a little bit more, and I will if I get access to these, because sometimes you can, I will absolutely be like trying to mess around with it and maybe even make a video or something about it. But yeah, I'm Dr. Zombrain.
And I am JJ.
You should have said Treyoris. And this is Dan and Trey.
Why would I be Treyoris? I would be
Copyright.
Dan. How dare you? You're Trey.
Trademark.
Bye.